about it from an honest perspective. And once a snowflake turns into a snowball, which turns into an avalanche. And Hey guys doing? My name is Isaac, and my son is Nas. He has a condition known as hemophilia, and it's a rare blood disorder where his blood doesn't clot. So there's a couple things as your kid has these particular issues. You all might be aware, you kind of find out more information about these things. So his blood has two things called factor VIII and factor IX, and it's what makes your blood clot. So when you like scrape a knee or you bump your elbow, your blood kind of like clots and you develop a scab. Well, his blood doesn't do that. So he can just bleed and bleed. And because of the severity of it, he can bleed internally, which is very dangerous. So you can imagine he can't play football, all that cool stuff that dads want to teach their kids and play baseball and everything. I really couldn't do, but he's completely fine with it because he doesn't like sports anyway. Worked out. But yeah, so imagine thinking about sending your son to camp, because when I went to camp, because I was born and raised in the south end of Hartford, so we went to a camp called Camp Current, and we were ridiculous. We were nuts. And I couldn't imagine my son being around other kids, that crazy and doing all the activities that I used to do. So when you first get into camp, we've been a part of camp for 3 years now. He's been able to come to the week-long camp study. We've participated in COPE, Family Weekend, a couple other different activities, and I also volunteer here as well whenever I have. So when you first get into camp, it's interesting because there's an overwhelming amount of positivity at camp. So when you grow up on the south end, which is kind of dangerous if a lot of you haven't been around there and don't know, it was a rough neighborhood, is where I grew up, so I was always looking over my shoulder. There wasn't really a lot of positivity. So when you get here, it's a wave. It's a wave of positivity. And once you get past that, you kind of, are guarded, and it's weird for a day. And you're like, okay, maybe people are nice. And then, as you just get immersed in it, it's the most amazing place ever. Everybody's genuinely nice, genuinely happy to be around you, your family, the campers, happy to talk to parents, parents talking to parents, kids talking to other kids. It transforms your entire life, transforms your entire kids' lives, which is the most important thing. And he's been able to completely turn his life around to where he was always guarded because of the hemophilia, to being able to just do whatever he wanted to do and not be afraid to just be himself and be out there. A lot of that is because of camp experience. Yeah, so Family Weekend is awesome. And so what we did, it was a little bit backwards. So we didn't come to Family Weekend first. What we ended up doing was dropping off the camper for a week, and nervous for a week. And once we came back to pick him up, we realized he was completely fine, no bumps, no bruises. They have amazing staff here, so that was really great. And so it kind of prompted us to, okay, well, this place sounds pretty awesome, especially from the feedback that we got from our son. So we signed up for Family Weekend, which changed us completely, because we as parents got to experience what the kids experience. So that was awesome. So when you're here for Family Weekend, we were able to go around and check out all of the, well, we got dragged. We didn't get to go check around. Our kids dragged us to everywhere that they went. So they said, come here, let me show you where I shot an arrow. Come here, let me show you where I hung out in the treehouse. And I played with this kid over here. And so we pretty much got our own tour of camp. And it kind of changes the mentality of camp, whereas if you did it the way I did it, where you drop your child off and then you come to camp, you don't get to get that. But once you're here and they show you all the amazing things they did and they tell you all this, they remember everything in vivid detail. And so they were able to walk us through camp. We got to spend the night in the cabins, which was awesome, and got to really get a feel for what I got to be a kid again. We all got to be little kids and run around, and the counselors are amazing to where we have, so I have 2 5-year-old twins, a 15-year-old daughter, and our son who's a camper who's 12. And if the siblings are lucky enough to get into sibling peak, which is something that maybe you'll find out later if you don't already know, talk to people, they'll tell you all about sibling weekend. But that is completely transformative. A lot of people don't think about the sibling part of it to where they have to, get kind of maybe put to the wayside because you're putting so much concentration on the child that has an issue. And sibling weekend is all siblings, not campers. So siblings get to talk to other kids who deal with the same thing and get to talk about how difficult it is being a sibling with a child with a certain condition. And that completely transformed our daughter's life. She came back and she wants to be a part of camp forever. She wants to do Hero's Journey, do LIT. You guys will find out about that stuff if you don't know already, and she wants to be a part of everything. So, yeah, family weekend is definitely an amazing time, and it was a great thing for our family. Yeah, it's a great time to recharge, and it's one thing to talk to your family about, like I have brothers and sisters, and they don't have children that have these medical concerns or conditions, and so it's really difficult to talk to your family about. I spoke with my mom and my dad, and I tell them everything that's going on and the doctor's visits that we have to go to, the fact that we need medicine at home, at the babysitters, at school, when they're going somewhere, when they're going on a field trip. We need to have medicine, which isn't cheap. It's very expensive. We literally have to have medicine every place he goes to, have an emergency plan, have stuff written down on if A happens, this is what we're gonna do. If B happens, this is what we're gonna do. I'm fortunate enough to where I don't have to worry too much about my son. Now that he's older, he's able to manage his condition a little bit better. He knows, what he needs to do and what he doesn't need to do. But a lot of that takes time, effort, and yeah, COPE is where a chance for us to relax, and it was amazing. The really great thing that changed our family about COPE was the mom and the dad chats, and that's really what I wanted to talk about. Dads don't like to talk. Dads don't like to talk to other dads, macho men. We love our kids, but we really like the whole Tim Allen. That's mostly how we are. That's how I am. But when we were in that dad chat, and we were able to open up about my kid has this condition, my kid has that condition, and really speak about it from an honest perspective. And once a snowflake turns into a snowball, which turns into an avalanche. And that's kind of the way that chat went. And we were able to really get deep into, the concerns we had about our kids and about the different things that they were going through. And about how it affected us as dads and how we reacted to things as dads. Because, my dad always told me, rub some dirt on it and keep going. I can't say that to my boy. So how do they deal with it? How do I deal with it? You get a lot of good insight. And COPE, as much as it is about dancing and having a good time and getting bags, which are awesome. I didn't cry about the lotion. It's nice lotion. But getting a chance to talk to other parents about that experience, about dealing with it, was life-changing, especially when, from the dad perspective, breaking that wall down. And once we broke that wall down, just completely being able to discuss something, it was awesome. So Cope is amazing. It's amazing.